Hey guys, what's up? My name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48, aka Subscribe for Nuts. Ha ha ha! I have an almond tree, nut tree in the back. What's going on, guys? This is another short notice live stream. I have to go by my schedule. I'm sick leave. I have to go to sleep or whatever. I have to take naps. I am a sickly person, and I don't have access to the living room, stuff like that. Hi, Troy. Hey, Troy, you get my notifications real quick, bro? It'd be nice if we have a successful live stream like we did last time. I mean, it was really cool. If we don't, that's fine. I'm kind of scared of success. I'm afraid of my channel uh, growing. Although that is the thing, it's just that, I'm just like anybody else. I get the jitters. Um, ow, my arm hurts. I put my shirt on backwards. What is wrong with me? Be back. Excuse me. I'm changing my shirt. Y'all close your eyes. Me, Dodo head, I put my shirt backwards. I was in a hurry. All right, I'm coming back. Ah, ooh. The other day too, man. I had a sideburn. You see, my wife was cutting my hair, and she left one with a sideburn, the other one with no sideburn. She don't see it very well. We're gonna use that excuse, so y'all go with it, okay? Y'all flow with it. Yo, Flo Joe, kick it one time. Fixing my hair. What? What do you mean you can't stay long? You just got on. Gotta go though. I can't stay. My phone is almost dead. Forgot to plug it in. Good job. I'm kidding. Troy's a dear friend of mine, so it's all good. That's fine. I will soldier on by myself, which I can't do. What I'm resilient to do. If I have a bad live stream today, it's all good because I had a good one last time. So my spirits will be up for a while. Yeah, always sorry, it's always here. Shrimp's gonna be mad with me because I was supposed to try to hook him up with a girl, and I didn't. I mean, she's going, she's always there, so it will be cool. Um, there is a revolution going on, man, and the revolution will never be denied. I can yell at you for it. I'm used to it already. Yelling at you. I'm kidding, folks. I will be by myself, Troy. Go ahead, go, fly like the wind. We have another person in here, so it's cool. Hey, Nathan, what's up? The revolution is here. No, I don't like doing that. Yes, yes. I don't like Daniel Bryan. No offense to anybody. I think that's so dumb. That wrestler. Yes, yes. I think that's the stupidest thing ever. Excuse me, guys. If you all don't like it, just let me know, and I will cool it. I'll cool it down. Hey, Nathan, how you been? How's your tia Brenda doing? I'm pretty sure you've been visiting her every day, every single day. This is just my intro. I'm seeing how everybody's doing before I get on to the movies and get on to everything else. And I've already added into the revolution. This revolution is against corrupted government officials that are greedy. I hope YouTube don't get him after me. I'm not naming personal names at anybody. But when you tax, I don't care from where. If you're taxing the elderly, especially you're getting 90, you need to get some. You need to get some manners, bro. They're gonna you go to if you were to go to a government official, they're just gonna point fingers at each other. They're all most of them are all guilty. I think politicians maybe 5% are honest. They're gonna if you're a government official, you're gonna be exposed to bad stuff, bad people, bad people that want to use them and then get them to do things they're not supposed to do, like screw over the public. Yay, Nathan, you try to visit. Yay. Nah, man, I'm not gonna get on you about that. I mean, I can't say that back in my day I like to visit my aunts. A lot of them were elderly. My aunts were most of them were elderly because I was born like the youngest. They're way older than me. What do I have in common with them? Nothing. They don't even try to roll the times, I think. So I don't blame you, man. But I know you're close to your tia Brenda, but you know, we have our own lives. Even my own nieces, a lot of them abandon me. They think they're too cool for me, and that's because I'm a guy from recent ages. Hey Nathan, were you able to watch um the movies Transformers Rise of the Beast or The Flash, or have you heard anything on it? What's your opinion of it if you have it, or are you just gonna tell me you didn't see it, or you could always just go by the previews, bro, and tell me if you what do you think of it. And I'm gonna wait for Nathan to respond. But yeah, now the revolution has a purpose. The one thing I'm gonna say about the revolution concerning what I just said right now about crooked politicians and greed and all that is that they have to know we have their eyes on them. And when they mess around with our taxes and screw and making everything expensive, they need to know that we are looking at them. And their votes are in jeopardy. This is America. We have the right to vote. And if they're all raising our taxes, get them out of there. Let's vote for somebody new. Somebody has promised not to raise our taxes. We have the right to protest. This is the United States of America. We need to practice those ropes. And people are getting lazy. They're letting everybody raise prices and everything, gas prices, grocery prices, and they don't do nothing about it. Why I always thought about it, especially the poor people. Rich people are not gonna care. They have all their money, they have everything they need. Poor people like me and the rest of my family and the middle class, they're the ones that should be protesting. Yo, man, exercise your right. Go vote. Go protest. Don't be letting our government just be raising our prices and go up and up. What's wrong with you? Doing nothing. Said, I saw the trailers for those movies. The Transformers are animals now. Yeah, Amy Jason, that's actually Troy. He's in his girls. We debate about the Transformers because me, I'm old school. I saw the old Transformers. They had animal robots that were cool. Man, I didn't bring them. Man, maybe I could bring them later. They're in a box. I don't know where they're at. I actually had some Transformer toys. Bro. They turn into animals. They don't have hair on them. These wars have hair on them. The only thing that's gonna show me that I'm ignorant is I never watched the Beast Wars really. I just saw like a little bit of an episode. I saw that hair. I did. They did not look like the original Transformers, and so I did not like the way they look like. They look like part. So I don't know. I think the cartoon they look more part part animal and part robot, and then the Transformers it looks more dumb. No offense to each his own. They look more robot with hair on it. And my opinion, I just think it looks dumb. It looks ridiculous. I don't even care. No offense. Anybody can debate me about it. If, people that are a little bit younger than me, they're probably we're going to be in the Beast Wars if they like them. They can tell me they like it and I'll respect their opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't like the way they look. Nathan said the Transformer game from PS2 was cool back then. I don't know. I had one Transformer game from the PS2. I never got far in it. The transforming was okay, but I found it difficult to get out of the first level, so I just quit on it. I'm like, I could be playing something else. And on top of that, I bought the flea market, so its value didn't even look good. The game looked okay. I think I'm trying to think back. I think in that game you were able to be Optimus Prime and Bumblebee like pretty quick. I think, or some other little car. And then I got for PlayStation 3, I got the Transformer game. It had Devastator on it. That's the Constructicons that make Devastator. That's pretty cool. Uh, the first boss, I believe you fight that. You fight Devastator. The graphics are awesome, and that's because it's a PS3 game, folks. Um, it is available PS4. I never got it. I never got the PS4 game. Mm, I wouldn't mind, but now I'm saving up to get a PS5. I s- I still need ways to go, man. Uh, Nathan, what would you think if I were to do a video on PlayStation 2 games? I'm thinking about doing a video about it, but I don't know if people are gonna care or not. I don't think people will care. I don't know when did PlayStation 2 come out? PlayStation 4 has been around what? Let's just say on average 6 years. So we're 2023. Let's say it was fairly new in 2017. PlayStation 3 would be around definitely 2010. PlayStation 2 would go back to 1995 to 1990. So wow, that's at least a good 15 years where people were playing PlayStation 2, something like that. So there has to be some people out there like, oh, I remember that PlayStation 2 game. I'm sorry, Nathan said you need to play Need for Speed on PlayStation 2. I think I did play Need for Speed for PlayStation 2, man, but there's like so many of them. I remember my cousin, which I enjoyed when he was at home because it's when he spent time with me after he became a big shot and left and want to get him married and forget totally about me and not hear from him for 30 years. Man, who cares about him? They don't care about you. Don't care about them, man. Even if he was like my role model when I was a kid and everything. He had Need for Speed and he had the one with the helicopter. And I want to say, you know what, bro? I think I'm thinking of the Need for Speed on the first PlayStation. And yeah, so I'm debating whether that came out on the Need for Speed I played in the PlayStation or PlayStation 2. I actually have a Star Wars Versus game for PlayStation 2. You gotta see it, Nathan. Now I know you're into PlayStation 2. Or like you remember that back in the day. I'm pretty sure Gabriel and Jamerson played with home. Yeah, I have a versus like a versus Star Wars game. It could be Luke Skywalker versus Darth Vader. Boba Fett comes out. The pigs come out. His name's Whore. The pig's name's Whore. And trying to remember what else comes out. I think Princess Leia comes out. She comes out in Revenge of the Jedi, the when she's in Tatooine dressed as that person, the one that takes out the cloaking device. Was it? I was like, no, it's a detonator. It's like a grenade. That one, and I think Han Solo comes out with a gun. Chewbacca may come out. They said they wanted to put an Ewok, but it was too small to come out. Oh my gosh, Battlefront was good on PS2. Yeah, I still have it. I would probably play it if I had a chance. But maybe I shouldn't because I already have for PlayStation 4, I already have Battlefront and um and Battlefront 2. Troy said, "Okay, I'm back. I have my phone plugged in." All right, cool. Yeah, Troy, because you're one of my bigger supporters. Um, no, I don't give it justice for Battlefront and Battlefront 2 for the PlayStation 4 because I don't play them that much. And I just recently downloaded the Battlefront 2. Nathan says PS1 came out in 1994 and PS2 came out in 2000. I want to see if I'm gonna make time to do that PlayStation 2 throwback and show my PlayStation 2 games. I feel bad though because I bought a lot of them at the flea market. And then I found out that a lot of those come with viruses and I had to get rid of one of my memory cards. Remember the memory cards? It had a virus on it. And I had to get rid of it. So now I can't. That's one reason I don't want to play the PlayStation 2 is I can't save my games. I had an NFL game for PlayStation 2 where I wanted to have all my stats and I can't see my stats because of memory problems. It doesn't want to save the memories, like the stats of all my football players. And I used to love playing it. I know there's a whole bunch of them. I don't remember which one it is. It's the one where Tampa Bay, I think they won last year. They were the defending champions of the Super Bowl. Tampa Bay is like the Dallas Cowboys. No offense to anybody, Dallas Cowboys and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are my favorite teams. Um, I know there's a lot of Dallas Cowboy haters out there, but you can't blame me, man. It's like I'm from Texas. Nothing beats the logo of a star. Almost nothing. You have to admit that, but you have to admit they've been the crappiest team, like one of the crappiest teams for the last 20 years. When's the last time they won a Super Bowl? The owner, Jimmy Johnson, is dumb. That's why he can never win a Super Bowl again. He's too prideful. That's what gets in the way of his success. If it wasn't for him, we would have more Super Bowls. And then Troy, Nathan, let me go back to what Nathan said. But Nathan said Battlefront was good on PS2 and go throw back to him. Troy said, "Okay, I'm back. I have my phone plugged in. Awesome." Nathan says came out in 1994 and PS2 came out in 2000. Troy says it is okay if I play Fallout while watching this. That's fine, Troy. We have a third person here. Come out wherever you are. Oli Oxen free. Nah, but if you just want to chill in the chat, it's cool, man. If I have you guys watching, I called them out when I left. I didn't call. I didn't mean call you out, but I was just saying. I scared them away. Uh, and you're all just watching. You just want to watch. It's cool too, man. Any way to support the channel is awesome, and not just that. Not just supporting the channel. Make sure if I'm entertaining you. I mean, that's the main thing. Troy said, "Destroyer is scary. I wonder why. Is it because I get crazy sometimes?" Now I'm gonna tell you. the last live stream I was pumped, but I'm getting like very tired, and I think maybe it's because of the heat. I'm having a hard time keeping up. I did complete my movie review of the original Dawn of the Dead from 1978. I'm excited about that. It's just that I'm having a strategy where I want to do another scary movie with it and send them off. Not the same time, but around the same time. Do back to back movies, and then one of them at the end can recommend the other one. See what happens with that. And it was short. I think it was only 30 minutes. And like I mentioned before, with me, it's it's better to do a movie review. If I've seen the movie a whole bunch of times when I was small, it's better to do it what I remember, so my review could come out short, because I'm learning people do not want to see a long review. And if I just finish seeing the movie, I'm gonna want to put the whole movie in the review, and people don't want to see that. They don't want to see a long review. Although I think it's pretty good. Even my long reviews, actually, the more I talk, the better I get, the more comfortable I get, the more wild I get. That's my And then Nathan said, destroy is love. Destroy his life. Oh, we got quite the poet here. And then Nathan says, you need some beans, Albert. Oh man. I don't know if I should talk about gassy problems in here. I'm not gonna say they don't exist. That's the problem I'm having for with Scarface. I haven't even reviewed upon it. I mean, I was trying to do it and I couldn't do it because it was too many characters, too many good lines, too good of a movie. And I'm finding out the really good movies for me to do reviews are the hardest. And I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray I finish it sometime soon. Um, I just need to. I might need to take a little break from here. Maybe 2 or 3 days, 3 days the tops. Start working on it. Yeah, I got other stuff planned for this channel. I really do. Actually, I'd be like, no, I don't have things planned, but I had a lot of ideas and I wrote them down, and they're there somewhere. They're there. I'm gonna have more drawings. I'm gonna have more toys. Go in the closet, go get them, bring them out. I'm gonna have more movie reviews, more ideas for the show, and we're gonna have a popping time, man. I'm on 22 minutes, or I'm actually on 23 minutes right now. Okay, this is a first, maybe. I'm gonna go over a movie that I don't even know the name of it. I saw my mom watching it. To me, it was embarrassing. It was about this lady it looks like she kidnapped her own child. I didn't see all of it, but it looks like then the kid it's a boy. He's about 8 years old, safe to say. Um, it looks like his dad has been doing something to him. I don't know what, some kind of abuse. That's what it looks like. So the mother has to kidnap her own child, and the guy probably has a lot of money, whatever, or making lies about her. Like she's this, she's that, probably a horrible mother and all that stuff. It was sad, and it brought to my attention. I feel uncomfortable about those movies. It's like, okay, I kidnapped my kid. Oh, it's all about my son, my son, my son, my son. And then she goes to an ex-boyfriend's house. He finds her attractive. But bro, she looks old, man. She looks like she's 55. And then she goes to a hotel to register. I think the guy is gonna take her info for the room or take the payment for the room. She's like, I have these, she has bags, whatever. And he's like, let me go help you. She's like, no, leave me alone. He kept harassing her. She should have had him arrested. He never left her alone. I think it's because he's attracted to her. I'm not gonna lie, she had the figure, but she looks too old. Come on, they're gonna come on to you and you look that old. I mean, you could tell they're old from the cheeks. I don't care how much makeup they wear. You look at the cheeks, she's obviously old. I mean, come on, bro. She looks like 55. Now, I could say maybe she is 45, but she looks like she's 55. And it's funny because she has this little boy, and he's he, she has to be all over the news. They have cops looking for her and everything. Because once again, it looks like she's kidnapping her own son. And she hides a little boy in a tote bag, and then the man's like, "Let me carry it, whatever." It's like a person shouldn't. I don't think they'll do that. If you tell them several times, "Hey, stop, leave me alone," that's sexual harassment already. So this guy takes the bag with the kid in it, and he goes, I'm strong. I used to do shot put when I was in high school. I was a 2-time champion in high school shot put, right?" So he drops the bag, and I didn't see the part, but the kid said he was an a-hole because he said he was so strong. He's carrying the kid in the top. He doesn't know it's a kid in there. He thinks it's something else. And he even says, is there a human body in here?" He drops a bag and drops him. That's why little kid, when he finally leaves. I mean, the lady had to shove him out, like, "Hey, we got to go by, where we want our privacy." And he's like, "Yeah, he's an a-hole." She's like, "Yeah, he's an a-hole." And then Troy's laughing, I guess, because of the movie. And then and then she wants to get the kid something to eat or something like that. But she's gonna go somewhere to get a beer to because of all the stress. She goes to a bar, and there's probably like this young, handsome guy wants to put the moves on her. Come on, bro. Director, stop lying, man. Nobody wants to pick up a 55-year-old. She looks super old. And the only defense of the director, he's gonna be like, "Well, it's my movie. Do what I want." Yeah, exactly. You're an idiot. And the guy keeps trying to pick her up in the bar. He's like, "Let me buy you a beer. Let me buy you." She's like, "No, no." She finally convinced that he finally convinced her to stay for a beer. Okay, one more beer, whatever. I don't like these movies. For one reason, I'm gonna be biased. For some reason, I don't like those movies. I'd rather see a zombie movie. I'd rather see apocalypse. I'd rather see killing here and there, rather than have a woman or a man running from the cops. To me, I guess I'm afraid. I guess I have a fear of going to jail. But I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't know why. And it just gets on my nerves. It makes me uncomfortable. I do feel sorry for the characters. I'd rather fight a zombie apocalypse than maybe running from the cops. Because in jail, you know why I think it is? Because the zombie apocalypse, they just kill you right there, right? In jail, they don't just kill you. You're in danger of what? Getting raped. At least the zombies don't rape you, right? That's another violation. At least zombies don't rape you, as far as I know. I think I could say it on YouTube. I mean, that's what movies have. They have raping. It's the same old crap, and it's very predictable as well. "I need to help my son. I'm his mother. I need to help his son. I need his mother." It always turns out the same. It's predictable. Even though the cops are where they do capture her, they let her out on bail, and then her mom says, and then she's like, "Let me go see my son." I'm like, "Come on, lady. They already have you on bail. You're gonna get in more trouble." Okay, we'll let you see your son. Like, whatever, man. You're gonna like they even said that guy has a restraining order. Nobody's gonna do that for you unless they're dumb. And at the end, I'm not too sure. I was trying to hear, but I think it's more like, "Yes, I'm reunited with my son. Yes, I'm reunited." It's the same crap. All those movies are all the same. Boring, predictable, boring, waste of time. That's another reason I don't. Again, another reason why I don't like those movies. I want my son. I want my daughter. I want my daughter. All right, we reached the 30-minute mark. My name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48, aka Subscribe for Food. Ha ha ha. I'm getting on late tonight. My mom was watching a movie, so man, I wanted to hit at 9:30 because we were successful last time, but there are no guarantees. Every time's gonna be different. I if I do become big cheese one day, and I have like 90 people here talking, then I wouldn't worry about it. But starting a channel, it's gonna be slow. Um, I've already posted a lot of stuff. Hopefully, the channel will grow. And I think we're gonna go on to some movies right now. I brought a couple of novelties. Hey, I brought my axe. Yo! It's Alberto, aka Destroyer. And the fans go wild. Let me take a drinky drink before I get started. Let's try something new today. Instead of bringing out a movie, I'm gonna write a name on a chalkboard. I had one. Let's see if I remember it. Who? Who's gonna know this actor? I'm writing it down. There's gonna be Chuck Norris. For I don't want you guys to get bored. And I don't know if I spelled it right. Does anybody in here do the million of fans I have in here? Do you all know Chuck Norris? Chuck Pigtail Norris. Chuck Norris comes out in Mission. I almost said Mission Impossible. No, that's Tom Cruise. Chuck Norris. He comes out in A League of Their Own. No, I'm just kidding. He is a martial artist from the 60s. He has that famous fight with Bruce Lee. And he comes out in Mission something. I can't believe I forgot the name. It's about Mission something. I don't remember. There's like part three. It's about like the first one is going to Vietnam, gonna try to save Vietnam vets. That one is actually that one was actually not that good. And then they have he is a Vietnam vet. And then he has a part two. That one's better. He fights with the main Vietnamese bad guy. He tries to capture prisoners from the Vietnam War that's still in Vietnam bases. So he goes to bases, tries to rescue them. Part two is better than Mission and Mission in Action. I think that's what it is. Part two is better, and I think there's a part three. Part three is the one where he has his son, or is it part one? I don't know. He finds out he has a wife and daughter. I'm not wife and daughter, wife and son in Vietnam, still stuck over there. Now his wife, it shows that I don't know in which one, but the show his wife is got caught. She was not able to reunite with Chuck Norris in the actually during the Vietnam War. She was in the streets. A lot of people were running for some reason. She missed a flight. I don't remember why. And Chuck Norris has to leave, and she is stuck there. So she gets stuck with a communist. Troy, you still there? This might be a ghost haul today. But I think it's part three where he's trying to rescue his wife and his son from the base because they were let. Oh yeah, and she of course he find out she was pregnant. That's why he has a son already, and he just found out. There's one that when he's in the states, there's a priest that lets him know. I think the priest is the one that say, "Hey, you have a wife and a son over there," and that's where he goes over there. He gets to have an army speedboat, and he goes to um to rescue them. I did not like part one that much. I like part two and three. I do not even know I have one of those movies. I forgot. I don't even know. I do have a Chuck Norris category. I mean category. Chuck Norris films. They have like three movies in it. It's a combo. I don't remember missing action. I know Delta Force is in there. Something Invasion USA. Oh, I could talk about Invasion USA. For Chuck Norris, it comes out in the States, and this is another one of his movies. In Invasion USA, I think he's some kind of cop, and then there's some I think they come from Cuba. These we could call them terrorists. They come in these boats that have planks to go down like in World War II. They come down and they land on the beach. They don't find them in the beach though. They've already went to places. They're blowing up neighborhoods and stuff like that. And they get to the city, and that's where they go one on one with the U.S. military. I don't understand. There's no way they're gonna take care. They're gonna take over the whole United States. So I think that maybe they have another agenda, small agenda. Maybe they should do kill a lot of people and then just try to go back to Cuba or something like that. Because there's no way. There's not that many of them, folks. There was only it's like 400 to 500. Or maybe they just can make a statement by killing troops and civilians, a terrorist statement. I think that's the only motive they would have. But with the help of the army, Chuck Norris takes him down. There's a main bad guy, Cuban, whatever he is, and Chuck kills him at the end in a building. Troy asked me how was my day. We'll get to old Chucky here in a little bit. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about my day. I know you guys coming here just to know about my day. I felt tired. I felt exhausted. I think the best part of my day is I had an ice cream cone. There's one problem I've been having is that my mom's elderly and she likes to watch like old ranch Mexican movies, and I'll put them on for her, but she'll get a phone call and then she'll take forever on the phone. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be wasting my time. I put on a movie to be nice to my mom, and she has to be on there. I'm like, I'm gonna change it. So that does not go well. Um, it did not put me in a good mood that she was watching that movie I was talking about child abduction, that lady and her son. It did not. So that got me in a bad, not a bad mood, but I'm like, I need to start my live stream, but I'm gonna be nice to my mom. Just do it afterwards. I wanted to start today at 9:30 p.m. Central Time on my time, but I couldn't because she was watching that movie. And today I'm probably, I don't know, I might work out again, might watch that 70 show. That's what I always do. There's a show called the 70 Show that came out in the 2000 something. I always like to watch that while I work out. It's just a ritual I have. A ritual. Hey, Caspel, good. How have you been, man? He said, "Hey, bud, hope you're well." And then get Caspel good. I haven't seen you in a while, man. And then Caspel good said, "Just saw Chuck Norris on the board and went, hell yeah." Troy says, "Gotta go again." It's probably with his phone. Hey, bro. Okay, You missed an awesome episode the other day, 2 days ago. There were some guys in here. They were talking about some banned movies, some really horrific movies, and it was cool, man. But I'm glad to see you now. Yeah. Do you remember it? Can't spell good. Do you remember Invasion USA? I was criticizing it, bro. I was talking about. Do you remember? I hope you remember Invasion USA, bro. That's when a lot of Cubans, I think, they come in these. You know how the beaches of Normandy, when the U.S. troops invaded Normandy or France, whatever you want to call it, they come in these boats. The things go down, and all the soldiers come down. Well, they use that for Invasion USA. I think it's like Cubans that come on those boats, and they arrived on the beach at night. Nobody sees them, bro. There's like 400 or 500 of them, right? So they get down, and nobody sees them. They get transported somewhere. I guess they have a plan. They probably have hidden trucks or something like that. My question is, what was their motivation to come in the USA? Yes, they're invading, but they only have 400, 500 troops, bro. In the United States, we have like what 50 divisions, something like. They can't kill us all. So what is their motivation? Was it to do a hit and run and run back to Cuba somehow, get them both to go back? Yeah, dude. Because what happens is they go to some neighborhoods, they destroy houses, and then they go to the city and they fight with the U.S. military. There's no way they're going to beat the U.S. military. And of course, Chuck Norris has a showdown with the Cuban guy. He actually white complected. He has a fight with him in the building and stuff like that. So my question is, all those troops, they're not gonna win. No way would you cut it unless they do ninja stuff and then they're just going to boat back to Cuba and just make a statement like, "Hey, F America." What's the name of the movie? Is it Mission in Action? How about that one? There's like a part one, two, and three. Chuck Norris is a Vietnam vet. He goes back. Part one, I did not think that was that good. Part two was better, and there's a part three. Is part three the one where he has a son? He finds out he has a son, and his former wife. They're back in Vietnam, and he finds out he has a wife. I think that's part three. And in part missing in action, part two is an awesome scene where one of the prisoners, they go run across the bridge, and then he flame throws them. One of the Vietnamese guards, they flame throw that guy trying to escape to the bridge, and he falls to the water, or falls off the bridge into into the water in the bottom. Yeah, I agree. Missing in action two is the best one, and once again, Chuck Norris comes through again. I want to keep saying Mission Impossible because Tom Cruise. I don't even like those movies. Um, Mission in Action 2. He fights with the last bad guy. It's the Colonel Vietnamese soldier there. Not soldier. He's a colonel. He's a higher up, and that guy knows martial arts, and he has a 1-on-1 with Chuck Norris. Delta Force 1 and 2 were good. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that right now, even though I don't remember too much about them. Dude, remember Missing Action 2? I just want to bring this up before we go to Delta Force. Isn't there a part where Chuck Norris they tie his hands behind his back, and they put some Vietnamese to fight with him, and he beats him up. He beats him up. Chuck Norris beats a guy with kicks because he has his hands tied behind his back. Good times, good times. I have a good like. Thank you. Now we'll move on to Delta Force like you recommended. Dude, with Delta Force, I have one of them and I scratched it. I don't care if I scratch it. It doesn't work anymore. Uh, My dad would ruin these movies, dude. He's one of those people. It's like pro wrestling. Those people that go like, wrestling's fake. Well, my dad did this for this, and I hate when he do that. Okay. In Delta Force, they had those motorcycles. I don't know if they were commandos, whatever. They're special motorcycles. They had missiles in the front. So they shoot the missiles from from the motorcycles, and then my dad would go, it's a bunch of baloney. Can't spell good. Don't even tell me, dude. And I think this happened. Do not tell me they had a missile like shooting from reverse from the motorcycle. Do you remember that, bro? Oh man, bro, you're such an angel of bringing up Delta Force. It's a laugh. Yeah, like you say, it's ridiculous. I agree. It's funny. I don't. Is it just Delta Force 1 and 2? There's not a part three. It's like we don't need a part three. I would probably say we need a part three just to laugh at it, just to have a good laugh, but can't take it seriously. He goes, "Yeah, man, those old movies were awesome because they were silly fun." Yeah, I agree. It's funny. Like you know who Machete is? It comes out in the Grindhouse. Um, there's a movie simply called Machete, and they would do previews. I think from Death Proof, Machete was coming, and a guy Machete would come on the motorcycle with a Gatling gun in the front of the gun. Yeah, silly. And Cancel Good said, "Bring back the missile launching motorcycle." I mean, I have to admit, we've seen some stupider things than that. Casper Good said, "Yeah, the scary Mexican dude, Machete." Yeah, I have the movie somewhere. The Machete movie, I'm not. I think one of the coolest parts in the Machete movie is that Cheech from Cheech and Chong. Hey, we go talk about the Cheech and Chong movies. Cheech Marin, he comes out of the priest and he's using shotguns. I mean, you're a holy man and you're killing. I'm like, wow. Um, I don't know if this is related, but yeah, related to Death Proof, the Planet Terror. You know about the girl with a machine gun for a leg? She shoots a grenade launcher. She goes in the air. I don't think that's gonna happen. As soon as she hit that the grenade launcher hits the floor, she's torn apart, man. That's the reality of it. But no, since it's Hollywood, she shoots the grenade launcher on her machine gun leg, and she flies. Okay, whatever, if you say so. Yeah, Canspo Good said that dude was actually a real bad guy. Went to prison, everything in real life. I need to see the biography on him because I don't know what he did to go in prison. Dude, and he's always looked old. He's looked old forever. He came out in one of my favorite movies of all time, From Dusk Till Dawn. This is my opinion. I mean, I don't know if he was 45 or 50. He has to be in his good 80s, man. He better stop making movies 'cause he's too old already. Casper Good said, haha, yeah, that whole Tarantino Grindhouse flicks are awesome. Yeah, they are. They're funny. They're fun. I do like Planet Terror, Death Proof. Planet Terror, I don't know, but the zombies are very gooey in there. It's kind of like bothers me, but it's okay. Rough life will do that to you. Yeah, Death Proof was my best one. Is it Kurt Douglas? Is that his name that comes out? I keep getting him. It's not even. No, Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell, I always get his name confused with Michael Douglas. I don't know why. Kurt, yeah. Dude, I really like Death Proof. The girls, the way they talk, they use a lot of profanity. They just sound really cool, man. Um, what's her name? You know the Kill Bill, the stunt devil girl. She's one of the girls that comes out. She is an awesome girl, man. The blonde, Zoe, for Death Proof. She's really cool, man. I mean, she's a cool chick. I think all of them are cool. And then that Amazon chick, Jungle Julia, that chick is huge. She's huge. I think she's even taller than 6'1". She may be 6'2". I don't want to say 6'3" because I don't think she's 6'3", but man, she's big. See that big old feet on her? And I don't know if she's a model. I don't even know if she can model. She's too tall. Well, I think models are that big, right? But she has a lot of. She's just not skinny and tall. She's she has she's big bone with a figure. That's what I call it. That tough girl in Death Proof was also in another Tarantino movie, The Hateful Eight. Wow, bro. I've never heard of The Hateful Eight. Oh, there's one called Something 51. Which one's the one with a Nazi midget? Something Studio. If I want to say like Studio 54, but I don't know. I don't know what it's called. Not Studio 54 because that was a disco joint in New York. Some famous disco place in New York, I think. Can you give me a small plot of it? What's it about? Let me write it down. I actually had on, I don't know what's today, Thursday. On Tuesday, I actually had some guys come on and I wrote down some movies. They told me one of them was banned because it was really, really bad stuff in it. I mean, I don't mind those movies. If I can get a hold of them, I'll see it. I'm not scared. Now, let me say in scary movies, I'm not scared. I mean, I do get scared, but I watch it through. I have not turned my back on a movie since I was a little boy. That, and I don't know what that has to do with my thing. When I was a little boy, I hide behind sofas and stuff like that. But once I became a teenager, I don't remember ever turning off a movie because I was scared of it after that. And I've lived a rough life, so I don't care. But I am capable of getting scared of horror movies. But I'll stick through it and see it. What scares me the most, if it's weird, and a lot of them are, yeah. All right, I'm waiting to see if Can't Spell Good is gonna tell me a little plot of it. Just a little bit, bro. I don't know. I don't want you to. I don't want your fingers to go on fire for typing so fast, like the Flash, like the Flash movie that bombed. And you know what? Maybe I could type down. I could write down Kurt Russell. Which I have two boards today, so that's pretty cool. Cansbo Good says takes place in the Revolution days, and got Samuel Jackson, Kurt Russell, Jennifer Jason Leigh. She sounds familiar. Tons of names. Whoa. I hate to say it, but I have not seen all of Quentin Tarantino's movies, and I would like to. It is called. What was it called again? Don't worry, I'll find it right now. Um, dude, how can I not see the name? Okay, now, you thank you for some. I know you typed it before. I can't find it for some reason. Am I going blind? And I'm gonna put that you recommended it. One day, what I need to do, this is on my to-do list. I need to get a folder because I'm just writing this anywhere. A folder that says, how would I say it? My reviewers movie recommendation, something like that, right? Because I'm lucky. I actually saw some of this stuff that people recommended my from my live stream on Tuesday, and I saw some of the I read some of the stuff. It's crazy, man. It's crazy stuff. Like one was Death Island, and there was the Green something, the Green Man, or I don't know what. That's really crazy things. And I appreciate my viewers, and I appreciate Can't Spell Good giving me recommendations as well. The Hateful Eight. Hmm. Pretty sure you love it, man. Well, I can tell you, bro. This is what I do. I think maybe a lot of moviegoers go to Walmart and I'll look at the movies there. And I do not remember seeing The Hateful Eight. Now, the one I'm talking about, you know which one I'm talking about? The, the something 54. What is it? Something 54. There's a midget Nazi that comes out. Sherry Moon Zombie comes out once again in one of the Rob Zombie's movies. His wife, his real wife, and her and some friends, they need to go through a gauntlet of a bunch of murderers. And the first one, I think, is a Nazi midget. What is that one called? Do you remember? No, man. But the Hateful Eight, if I see it on it, if I see it, they're selling at Walmart, or I find it, I'll watch it, man. I remember you said it, and I'll tell you why. Not because you just recommended it, dude. Not just for you or me, or for me. It's because I don't watch a lot of movies. I just barely started going to the cinema. From 2 years, I didn't go for 2 years because of COVID, whatever, right? Blah blah blah. And I just saw finally I want to go see new movies. I want to go see The Flash, and I want to go see Transformers, Rise of the Beast. Dude, I'm gonna mention a classic to you. Have you seen it? What's his name? Clint Eastwood comes out. Now, as you mentioned, Revolutionary. Clint Eastwood, I believe he comes out. Civil War. Man, dude, I love this freaking movie, and I've only seen it one time. Right? Clint Eastwood, I think he fights for the Union, and I think he's on the southern side. He's injured and wounded. He goes to this school for girls. Yeah, supposedly these girls are teenagers, but don't worry, it's not nothing bad. I mean, it's a legit movie, so I'm not worried about it. They're gonna be over. Hollywood's not gonna hire them unless they're 18 or 20 years old. So don't think, whatever. They're gonna check on that. But in the storyline, they're teenagers. And then Clint Eastwood, he's there. They're gonna revive him, right, at this girls' school, and he bangs some of them. I'm like, the chicks are hot. They're hot. Even oh my gosh, dude. And I have, you know, I hope my wife's not seeing this, not to get in trouble. But when I was single, I had a fetish for older women. And the teacher, she's older. She's like 40 or whatever. Um, she's like the version of the schoolmaster for the girls or whatever. And she's hot. And I was like, Clint Eastwood, please bang her, please bang her. And because I had that cougar thing when I was younger. I had a fetish for older women. And he almost does, but no, he goes with the younger chicks, but they're hot too, man. Dude, I recommend you see that movie. If you don't mind that sensuality and all that, like, oh my gosh, like I'm in heaven with, it's like kind of like I'm in heaven with all these virgins or whatever kind of deal that the Iraqis say or the Afghanistans. That's what it looks like. Go check it. Dude, I don't know. Please look it up. Just put Clint Eastwood as a Civil War soldier, a wounded Civil War soldier, and he'll come out. All right, Cancel Good. I'm sorry. Let me read what you're saying. And then Cancel Good said, I'm a sucker for Tarantino movies, not saying they're all good, but it's a good bet they will be. Dude, I like most of them. I can't even think of one I don't like. And then Cancel said, The Beguiled. Is that the one I'm talking about, Clint Eastwood? And then Cancel Good said, That's an old movie, if that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, it is. It should be from the 70s, I believe. And Cancel Good said, and I saw it in color. I don't know if it's in black and white. So maybe it's not that old. Maybe it's in the 70s, or at least for you and me. Cancel said, vaguely remember it. It's so long ago, but remember the girl. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, man, but it's like, I get excited. I need to buy that movie. And I need to have my wife get it for me and not tell her what it's about. She doesn't mind that much. She will watch it with me, but she'd be like, kind of like, I'm your wife. No, no girls. You shouldn't be getting turned on by girls. And I have to see it from her point of view. Well, man, I watched Magic Mike with her. She gets to watch all those hunkamunkas. Oh my gosh, dude. How about this movie? And if you want, hey, Cancel Good, if you want to recommend movies that for me, I have, if you want to recommend more, that's fine with me, bro. We'll go, both. Um, there is a Western. I don't know if you watched a lot of Westerns in the 70s. There's one by Charles Bronson. I don't know the name of it, but it's really good. It involves him and some lady he lives with or something. No, he meets her, I think. And they fall out odds with each other. That one's really good. I don't remember the movie name of it. I think it's called High Noon or something like that. That one's really good. And the ending is like, wow, I didn't know that was gonna happen. I mean, I remember being sad. It was not a happy film. I could put down. Now that you had seen something on the board, yeah, you're laughing because it looks like I'm a horn dog, huh? That's partly true. I'm a guy. I'm a straight guy, so yeah, dude, that movie gets me excited. Thank you for helping me remember that movie. It's because you may be like, well, you didn't bring it up, but no, we start going from movie to movie from movie. Actors come on different movies, and that's how it goes, right? We have mentioned Kurt Russell because I'm gonna write down Kurt Russell. Hey, uh, Can't Spell Good is a word genre. What's your favorite genre, bro? I think is that what it is? It's like, what do you prefer? Movies from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 70s, 60s? What's your thing, man? If you don't mind me asking. I got 2 likes. Thank you very much, guys. Can't Spell Good said they could make this movie today. That's for sure. Hey, man. If you're gonna remake that movie, we're talking about Clint Eastwood. Um, make sure all like the headmaster's chick and the schoolgirls make them hot. Now watch it. Can't Spell Good said one more suggestion. Reason. Nah, man. Tell me as many suggestions you want, man. We're all good here. If there was a whole bunch of people, I'd have a hard time, but not just you and me. And believe me, if there was a lot of people, I try to get down to everybody's suggestions. I would try. I probably won't succeed, but I'll try. I'm not like other reviewers that don't care, man. I actually give a crap. I do care. I do want feedback from you guys. Casbo Good says one more suggestion recently. Knock at the Cabin 2023. Actually, not a bad movie. Okay. It's not like Cabin Fever, is it? I actually saw Cabin Fever at the movies. Time spent good. Cabin 2023. Oh, Knock at the Cabin. Dude, that's why I told my wife, I think sometimes you shouldn't come in here because of this, but and we kind of agreed, like no, because you're gonna get jealous and stuff like that. And I have to be honest about movies. That's my thing. That's what I do. That's what the channel's for. And, and Cancel Good said 70s and 80s are classic movie time for me. Alien, The Thing, Star Wars. Dude, if you want to know a little bit about me, I saw Alien like a million times, bro. I like to go to bed seeing that movie. It put me to sleep, not in a boring way. It just that spacey for me personally, the spacey atmosphere. I actually had a big screen TV, an old big screen TV, not the flat screens. It's still there to today in my room. I put it on, and back then I had a hard time sleeping, and it put me right to sleep most of the time. Freaking 90% of the time, it put me to sleep. And let me tell you this, can't feel good. For the longest time, I don't mean to point my finger at you, but it's just making it more exciting, right? For the longest time, I'll point it that way to be not be so rude. Sorry. For the longest time, I did not know Sigourney Weaver was tall. She's at least 6 foot tall, maybe 6'1". I think I say 6'1". No, I'm sorry, I'm saying 6 foot. I don't think she's that tall. She's not taller than Jungle Julie. I'll tell you that much from Death Proof. Hey man, we're having fun. It's just you and me, man. We're just kicking it old school. And guess what? I actually saw the original Alien movie in the theater when I was 13. Oh, you're older than me. You're like 10 years older than me, somewhere in ballpark figure, maybe a little bit older. Uh, dude, yeah, dude. I mean, yeah. My my brother-in-law might be around your age. He told me he saw, the Warriors, the movie about the gangs. Yeah, can I vent out about the Warriors? I love that gang movie so much, but people ruined it by bringing up the stupidest part in that movie. But what is it, bro? With the bottles. Warriors, come out and play. I hate when they do that. I love that movie. I love that these gangs are so different. They have the gangs with the clowns. They have the they have the they have the gang, the baseball players, the baseball furies, they have their face painted. They have all these interesting gangs. I love that movie. They have the Lizzies, the Moon Runners, the Jones Street Boys. Those don't play a big role, but when you go, there's a PlayStation. I don't know if you're into video games, bro, but there's a PlayStation video game. I think it's PlayStation 2 that has Warriors in it. They go more into it, and you know more about the other gangs. I still haven't finished it. My nephew's finished it. Okay. And Casper Good said it's all good, man. And then Casper Good said, my dad used to love horror movies and would bring me in those movies, Alien, and actually saw Damien 2 in theaters with him. Isn't Damien the Omen? The name Omen? And Campbell Good said, got so scared at Damien 2 movie too when the guy gets cut in half in the elevator. I don't remember that. I need to see that. The Omen 2, sorry. I will tell you, I'm gonna give you the nitty gritty about, well, not the nitty gritty. This is how I feel about the Omen. For a while, I wanted part one because it's a classic. But I may not like it because I don't like I mean, the movie's good, but it depresses me. I mean, it's a good ending, but it kind of bothers me when they kill the father at the end, right? Is it the father? Because he's a good guy. It's sad. I kind of don't like that. And then I feel if I were to buy the movie, the first one, that I'd be like, I had that feeling like I've already seen this, you know. No, but I think I'm wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong with my feelings. Sometimes I'll see it, and it'd be a good movie to chill with. You know what I mean? Part two, I don't remember what happens in part two, bro. I know there's a part three. Isn't there a part three where he becomes he's it's possible for him to become president or something? But I don't remember part two. What happens in part two, man? And if you could give me a brief thingy, cancel this is one and two are good. They other ones, man. Yeah, okay. Man. And cancel good says one movie that I didn't appreciate when I was younger was Exorcist 3. The movie's awesome, acting and atmosphere. The Exorcist, people, I have heard a lot of people tell me about The Exorcist, well, especially part one, that that it scares them about the spinning head. That for some reason it doesn't scare me. But it scares so many people, but for some reason it doesn't scare me. Other movies scare me, but not that one. Cancel Good said part two of The Omen is when Damien is in the military school. Okay, now it's coming back to me. It kind of reminds me of Child's Play, right? I think the sequel to Child's Play or part three, they're in a military school. Andy goes to military school. Damn, bro, good memories. Hey, dude, did you have the pleasure of seeing Grease at the movies? Oh, yeah, George C. Scott plays Patton. Hey, bro, I don't know if you like military movies. I have Patton. Um, I like Patton for the longest time. I used to watch a lot as a kid. You see, this what freaks me out, dude. I have a feeling that kids, and they could correct me wrong, a lot of kids don't like military movies anymore. If do you like to play like soldiers and stuff out in the backyard with your friends, guns and all that? I don't even think they do anymore. I think they just go to their iPads or their cell phones or whatever. You and I are old school, bro. Dude, I'm gonna tell you something about George C. Scott right now. Uh, Cancel Good said, haha, I did. And actually, at the vinyl record that I used to play all the time. So lame. Talking about Greece. Yeah, dude, you and I could talk a lot. I could talk forever. That I mean, no offense to our younger viewers, because I have friends that play in PS4. They're younger and stuff. They're teenagers. Just try to teach them stuff like I try to help them out and stuff like that, and be nice to them. And because some of them are depressed, but I can't talk to them about this stuff because they're way younger than me. But we play video games together. Yeah, because I had this my junior year. I talked to this girl that was a senior, and she said she had the pleasure of seeing Grease in the drive-in, not the theaters, the drive-in. I'm like, man, you're so lucky. I love Grease. When I was younger, I don't know if you can't spell good. I don't know if they did this in your neighborhood when you were younger. Like my name's Alberto, and when I was a kid, I'd be playing in the neighborhood, in a neighbor's house. We had this thing in my neighborhood. We call each other's names real far. Like my sister would call me in, Albert, Albert, Albert. When the neighborhood kids come look for me to play football or play with me, they go out they go and to my door and they go, Albert, Albert. Same thing, dude. We do this thing. Well, when Grace is playing, they do the same thing. My sisters go out the door, Albert, Albert. They wouldn't call me Alberto. They call me Albert. And I would come running, and they're like, "What do you want?" They're like, "Grease is on," and they make popcorn. And we started seeing Grease. One time, my neighborhood's friends they let them come and see Grease with me, and that was our thing, man. I mean, we love Grease. One time, even the Wizard of Oz, they're giving the Wizard of Oz, and me, I would never tell them no, I don't want to see it, even if I didn't want to see it, like another movie. But I would try to be nice. I'm like, okay, just to make them feel better that they're being appreciated, that they're calling me and I answer them and I watch them with it. Casper Good said I talked about Grease and he said LOL. Casper Good said, yeah, man, those kids don't know we grew up in the best time, man. Dude, I can tell you a couple of stories. Uh, my neighbor lived like a block over, and he's calling his brother, his little brother, Jerry, Jerry. And I pretended I was Jerry, and I go, what? I screamed all the way across. And I'm not gonna use that F word, I'll get in trouble. But he goes, F you. He didn't say F you, he said the whole thing. I just want to get in trouble with YouTube. And I thought it was the funniest thing ever. There's another funny story I had, but I forgot. I will continue. Yeah, because you said, yeah, man, those kids don't know. We grew up in the best times, man. Yeah, I mean, we didn't have cell phones back then or any of that stuff. I mean, we had to go old school. If we want to contact somebody, we used the Dixie cups, man. The little cups with a string. Can't Spell Good says movies were better. Our music was better. Life was better. Or maybe I'm just a grumpy old man now. No, man, it's true. Bro, why do you think they're making so many remakes? They can't come up with more storylines. They have to copy all our crap. And our movies, we didn't make the movies, whatever, but there are movies because that's what we grew up with. Damn, bro, you just made me come up with a line I thought about back then. I forgot. It's like our movies are us and we are our movies. I don't know if you know what I mean by that statement. That's who we are, man. There's this movie called Kicking It Old School. It's about breakdancing, whatever. But it's recent. It was recent. Well, not recent, but it was like 15 years ago. And they exaggerated, dude. We didn't do this because they're grown up and their time was in the 80s and they would take it away. But when they show when they were young in the 80s, they'd be like, what you talking about, Willis? And this girl says, you're never going to have my rock, whatever. I mean, I think that's a bunch of baloney. I don't think, or at least in my neighborhood or my school, we did not imitate the shows that much. We did, but not like that, not like every line. What you talking about, Willis? And I never showed this Kurt Russell. The Omen. I had read in Wikipedia about Kurt Russell. Hey, bro, Escape from New York. Kurt Russell. I read in Wikipedia they considered Charles Bronson, according to Wikipedia, they consider Charles Bronson to play Kurt Russell in Escape from New York. Remember Escape from New York, man? Classic. Dude, you know how we know these movies? There weren't that many movies back then, and we go to the video store and go rent them. And I rented most of them. Can't Spell Good said, yeah, Kurt Russell has been around forever and still is a great fun to watch. Ah, Trouble in Little China. Let me put this down for a second. Trouble in Little China. Yeah, 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 yeah. One of these days, I'm gonna hit the screen and break my computer, and there goes my show. And I remember this part. I No, because the guy I think he has like spinning blades in one hand. He's a bad guy, I believe. And remember, they had the karate guys in the white geese. They're like going back and let's see, I remember correctly. Remember the scene, the big fight scene, Big Trouble in Little China? They're doing a funeral procession. They're honoring somebody that died, one of their leaders or something like that. They're in the white geese. And then you have another good guys, they're in the yellow geese. What did the bad guys have? They were dressed in black and red sashes. And we can never forget at the end of the movie, if I want to skip to all of the end of the movie, before I forget, the big monster that's hiding in Kurt Russell's truck when he leaves at the end. Such a fun movie with the exploding bull guy. Oh, yeah. He always just, I remember part of that, and he explodes. Surprisingly enough, one of my friends says, "You remember the main bad guy, the older guy? He's actually like the Chinese guy. He's actually the guy that fights. We're talking about Chuck Norris in Mission Impossible 2, the Colonel at the end. He plays him. But my friend actually said something smart. He goes, "He's handsome." I'm like, "Bro, he looks all crappy in that Japanese getup." But he's like, for Japanese, he's a handsome man. He's a handsome older man. And then he got younger. I'm talking when he got younger because I just remembered he was an older man, right? And he got powers, became younger. Oh, remember the video games? Uh, the leader of the good guys fights with the main guy at the end, and then they fight like this. And then they do a video game, and it shows like there are two spirits fighting with swords real slow. I'm like, whatever. How are you gonna kill each other so slow? And then they back off each other. The other guy. When they're sneaking in there, they go in with like five guys with yellow things, whatever. And then some monster grabs one of them. Remember that? And the guy egg or whatever, the other was the main guy. He throws a little bomb at him. He goes, "Don't you come out ever anymore." That part, like they're in a cave in the bottom, reminds me of the freaking Goonies. Now I'm getting excited. See, I can bet it. It's how strong I am. Uh, and guys, well, it's a funny. I always thought that the video game Mortal Kombat took some stuff from that movie. Oh, are you serious? Especially the hats that those ding 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 ding. Those hats they use, like the Vietnamese peasants were using the rice paddies in China and all that. Oh, dude, remember in that movie too? They had girls. They had girl bad guys. That was cool. And then they fight against the good guys, and they don't let up on those girls, man. They knock them out and stuff. It's like, come on, it's a woman. You have to ask yourself, what would you do if a woman comes at you, and especially with a knife or a weapon? Do you knock her out, or do you say, "Oh, I'll never hurt a woman," and then she kills you? I say self-defense. They've said never hit a woman, but hey, man, if I'm especially if I'm getting attacked, I ain't losing my teeth for nobody. That's just I don't even care. I don't even care if I go to jail. I'm not losing my, especially if they're attacking me. Self-defense. I really have to defend myself because I'm not a black belt. I know some martial arts and stuff, but I'm not a black belt. I know because my sisters attacked me before. Caswell Good said, "Yeah, that's hats and the lightning stuff." And I make my bubble. Who's the one that makes the bubble? The protective bubble. Um, I forgot. I think it's one of the ninja guys, right? The bubble. Uh, I had a friend of mine a long time ago. She said like she was in the city like New York. She was watching a Mortal Kombat movie, and she saw one of the one of the people in the theater watching the movie like her. And he was actually imitating or copying when they were doing the bubble. It was so somebody was in the movie sequence like this. Dude, I believe it, man. There's not to offend anybody, but I think there's more people. I don't live in the city, but there's more people in the city. You're gonna have more crazy people, man. That's what I say. Back in the day, you could do that. And then Catsville Good said, "Yeah, I ain't gonna get shark shanked on purpose, just like because it's a woman." What do you do if a woman comes at your knife? You're gonna try to knock her out. You're gonna make her with me. You're gonna make her miss because supposedly she's gonna go first. You dodge and then punt, knock her out if you can. I'm back. Hey Troy, you missed a lot of stuff. You missed out on the old movies we've been talking about. We're talking about original movies back in the day. And tell us if you know any of the have you heard of any of the old movies we're talking about. Kurt Russell. And it came out in Overboard. Overboard's good. And the remake is actually pretty good too, man. I mean, I make fun of remakes, but that one's kind of decent. Especially the Mexican guy in Overboard 2. He plays the part of Shelley Long. And with his Spanish accent, it sounds funny, man. Not to be racist, but all kind of races, or I don't mean racist, I mean races. They're gonna find that guy funny. Troy said, "Yeah, I'm lonely. Shrimp's gonna steal, and no one is talking to me." Dude, you're starting to sound like Shrimp. Kurt Russell also came out in as a soldier. What's it called? Soldier, something like that. Where there's these soldier guys. They've been like in human experiments, and they go fight on the moon and all this stuff. Kurt Russell plays one of them, and then they're gonna fight some newer. They're gonna be older, and they're gonna fight some newer soldiers. And then he lands with some family, and he learns from it and all that. Cansbrook's good at Eastern time over here, 1 a.m. But Escape of New York, watch it, man. Hey, bro, remember you guys Escape from New York Part 2? I don't know if Troy's ever seen it. Cansbrook Good probably knows about it. I feel like shrimp. Escape from New York Part 2. Um, it gets more ridiculous. Cansbrook Good. You ever seen Escape from New York Part 1? Let me go over it briefly. Escape from New York, the original. The government's kind of like right now. I think that's what the government's going to be. They're very strict. They're very, very strict with laws and stuff. So a lot of people, they're going to go to jail, but they don't have jails anymore. They send them to like the island of New York. Is it called that? I don't even know. Is it Staten Island? Oh my God! Excuse my ignorance. And they all have them. They have that island where the Statue of Liberty is. They have it a prison, and they're gonna drop a lot of people there. And they try to get out of the island sometimes, but they can't. So they have a lot of gangs there, and then they have the Duke. Hey, Duke number one. He's in. He's the main leader of the main gang in there. And then the president's plane happens to go down over there, but he has an escape pod that's gonna save him. But the gang gets him there, and then they send Kurt Russell as he was arrested, but they know about Kurt Russell's um They know about his military background. He's special forces, and they're gonna send him back there, and he's gonna try to rescue the president. It's a good movie, man. Can't spell good. Any other movies you want to talk about, man? I mean, uh, they and Escape in New York. They have Ox Baker with Kurt Russell. They're gonna have him in a ring, and there's all the people, prisoners there. They're looking at Kurt Russell. They put him in the ring, and who do they put him against? They put him against an old wrestler called Ox Baker, and that dude is big. He's like 6'6" to 6'9", huge guy. And they're gonna fight with bats with nails and garbage cans as shields, or like the lids. It's really good. I've seen that movie several times as a kid. Troy So Lonely. Hey, Troy, I told Shrimp about Bunny. Now he's talking to her, and I don't know. It was my bad. I was supposed to try to hook him up with some girl, but Troy, you want to talk about a movie? I'm at the 30-minute mark. So let me introduce myself. I'm here with Kicking It with Can't Spell Good and Troy. My name's Alberto, aka Destroyer 48, aka Subscribe for Nuts. Ha ha ha. I have an almond tree, nut tree in the back. I don't know. We're kicking it old school. There's still a revolution going on. It's about us doing just recognizing injustice in the world, government, stuff like that. I'm going over movies too, slash movies. We need to get on our government for taxing us and all that too much. It's already enough. Yeah, hit the streets. Need a protest. If anything in here know what they're doing, we will grow. We will get more people. I guarantee it. I feel good today. We don't have that many people, and I don't care. I'm having fun with Can't Spell Good, and I'm having fun with my friend Troy. Now you know what? How about Alien? Can't Spell Good. We talked about Alien. How about Aliens? That's the part two. That's a sequel to Alien. Which one would be better? Alien for being the original, or Aliens for having more action? I would say Aliens. Hey Troy, have you seen Aliens? The one with the Marines and Can't Spell Good. Which one do you think is better? Alien or Aliens? That's if he's not busy. If he's busy, that's fine. Oh, we all get busy sometimes. I would go with Aliens. And you know what? Maybe I'll make a video about it. So it'd be, and I may probably make a video about it. I don't even know how to spell. Alien versus Aliens, which be part two. Known for Marines. Aliens with the Marines in it? That's freaking awesome, man. I don't know if I can remember all their names. Bill Paxton comes out as Hudson. The guy from Terminator, the one that plays Kyle Reese, comes out in there too. The girl with the butch hair, remember her? Awesome. I need to get a paddle so I can. That sounds bad. No, but they actually sell paddles where I don't have to pick this up so much. Here, so I can look so fly. Alien versus Aliens 2. If somebody were to come in here and say I like Alien better, I mean I would understand. It's because it's the original. I mean, hey man, some people don't like a lot of action, but you like a lot of action. I think you'd put Aliens 2. It kind of gets annoying because the original titles, Alien and Aliens, Aliens just has an S for plural. And I didn't even notice it. Aliens plural. It means there's more aliens, which there is. Part one is just one on the ship, right? I had to double think about it. Is there more aliens that come out? No. Alien versus Aliens. It's gonna be midnight where I am. So what do you guys think? Alien versus Aliens. What do you pick? You gotta pick one or the other. Troy, have you seen them? Troy's too busy playing something. All right, move on to another subject. Moving on. I have 300 on Blu-ray. I love 300. It's also because I have $300. I almost said Trojans. No, it's Spartans. The Spartan takes on the Persian army. It's a really good movie. It's inspiring. Whenever I want to quit something, I watch this. It's really good, and it's not just 300. Again, it's on Blu-ray. The freaking what are they called? But I remember they freaking when they're having a battle with the Persians have like this big monster. He's so wild and stuff like that. Maybe a little bit like me, a little wild. They cut his chains. He has a big sword. He's huge, man. He's like at least what 7'5" or something like that. And a lot of the Persians are fighting with the Spartans here. The Spartans leader Leonidas, he takes on that big guy. So he's kind of like, you all take care of the Persians. I will take care of this big guy. And he takes him down, but I think he needs a little help from one of the other Spartans. What does this movie symbolize, man? They're not afraid of death. It doesn't care. It's actually a good death. It's an awesome head. I'm thinking about when they beheaded Leonidas. An awesome death. It's better to die. Don't be afraid. Fight to the end. We don't care. It's really cool. It's not about because to me, it's not about just winning and losing. It's about going down fighting, right? Um, the sad part. This is what I back in the day I used to be afraid of it, getting beheaded because they behead Leonidas. It doesn't matter. Leonidas is a legend. They say even if you die going fighting, you're gonna die as a legend. You're gonna be more powerful. So it's not about just losing, man. It's about not quitting. The Spartans are with some other soldiers. I forgot the names, but they're like they're from up north somewhere. They look like sissies. They're potters and all that. What does Leonidas say? How many warriors do we have? And they're like, yeah. All of them are warriors. The other allies they had, they were just like potters and painters and all this sissy stuff. Although they get a piece of the action. Unfortunately, some of the Spartans, the government, they're all corrupted. They don't have the same. They go by money. These guys go by honor, right? So that's 300. I really like it. I mean, should I watch it right now? I could. And then what are these guys' names right here? The Invincibles or something like that. I forgot their names, but they're so cool. They have the masks. They tear one of the masks on. They kind of look like zombies, but they fight like ninjas, man. The Immortals. The Immortals are cool. They're the ones that they're are the ones that do most damage to the Spartans. They kill some of them. And this movie's so good. I went to the history of it and I started learning more about it. And it's pretty interesting stuff. And no, Persia does not end up taking them over. I guess they fight back and they beat the Persians in real life. And here they're supposed to be in real life too. I mean, if all the thousands and thousands of Persians can't kill, it's very hard for them to defeat 300 Spartan soldiers. At the end, they're going to send 10,000 Spartan soldiers. Um, so, are they going to handle 10,000 Spartan soldiers? I think not. Moving on. What about the movie Goosebumps? I didn't see it, Troy. What was it? What was it about, bro? I'll put it on my list. No, list. No, I can't even talk, bro. Goosebumps. Um, by Troy. Requested by Troy Mavoy. By Troy. It's the Jack Black, I think, as Arlstein. Jack Black actually comes out in Goosebumps. It's about a dummy called Slappy. It's not a fake laugh, folks. It just sounds funny. I've never heard of that. Okay, I know Troy. I know Goosebumps was a show, and I think it was even came out during my time when I was younger. But I don't remember a movie. Maybe a little bit. I'm only remembering because you told me that maybe come out. Okay, it came out of the movie, right? A dummy goes left, so cute. Every time I think something's cute, I'm gonna go. Slappy bring monsters back to life from a book. That sounds like a goose. That does sound like Goosebumps. Now I probably seen some episodes. It came out in 2015. 2015. How much did you like it, Troy? I have not seen it. I will look it up. And I'll buy it too if I get the opportunity. Hey Troy, I'm gonna update you too. Well, you can tell me about it too. But while you're typing, I'm gonna tell you about shrimp. I messed up today. I was supposed to hook him up with a girl to talk to, whatever. I didn't get on. I got behind on stuff, but I will get him to talk to her. And I know you and him are not talking, but hopefully you'll start talking. Troy says it's a movie. It's an hour and 43 minutes. It's really good. Trust me, I loved it a lot. Okay. I will check it out. I already wrote it down. Um, but Troy, so you can know if you don't know, Goosebumps was a show. Do you know it was a show at one time? I mean, if you look it up at Wikipedia, that's what it should tell you. Hey, Troy, I can hang out with you a little bit after this, but I have things to do. I'll talk to you for a little bit. Is that cool? I'll probably hang out with you like 30 minutes to an hour, maybe. But I always have a lot of work. I mean, it's perfect, dude. Just for me to talk. I mean, because I can't hang out with you all night tonight, but I can, I'm not gonna just tonight. I mean, I spend some time with you. I go do my stuff. Perfect for me. I hope you don't mind. No, you are rushing me. I gotta hurry up. Troy's rushing me to go hang out with him. Let's get crazy, bro. There's nobody in here. I bet you anything, I would not doubt it because this happens with other people. Once I'm not around or when I stop doing this, then a lot of people are going to get to know me. They're going to know I'm more entertaining than other reviewers. Other reviewers are like this, are regular. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Boring. Take an axe out like this. Have some fun. Get some power. Like this. That's what they did to Leonidas in 300. The giant do it. His axe like this, the Persian giant. And it hit his like in Spanish we say pelitos, but it's actually his little hairs on the top of his helmet. Shwink. Get a little haircut. Hey, he got a little haircut from the giant, didn't even charge him. Time to start war on our show. I'm gonna do a division on your channel. Troy's gonna invade my channel, man. Hey, man, it's all about the revolution. We're starting a revolution and we will not be denied. Come after me. I don't care. And if you don't come after me, I'm not a threat. Nobody's in here. This is G.I. Joe. Troy's seen this several times, the mass device. The thing is, people that come and are new, they're going to want to see this because they haven't seen it because they're new to the channel. G.I. Joe, the mass device is awesome. And Can't Spell Good, I miss you, bro. But I know it's getting late for you and stuff. The mass device. It's really cool. Somebody's in here. You can talk if you want. You can join us, man. We're just chilling. It's just us. You're going to get my complete attention. There's not that many people in here. Bring up a movie you want, man. It's really good. This, if you're like animation, the His Tank, I have two of them. I actually have a red one. I have not brought it on the show. I need to look for it so I can bring it on the show. That's a giant guy. Talking about giant ward. We're talking about the giant guy from 300. They have the version right here. They're controlled by this. There's a slave place that Cobra has, and he's the giant guy they have there, and he have like a ring around thing in their head. It's a mind control kind of thing, and he fights Duke. There's Gun Ho and that Stalker, G.I. Joe guy. I mean, that's really funny right here. Right there, they're trying to accommodate Cobra Commander by coming on camera saying they're gonna G.I. Joe's gonna play the wheel, but no, G.I. Joe has a card up their sleeve, so to speak, and they're gonna get Cobra at the end. Man, can I talk or what? I'm multi-talented. I can be cocky in here. I don't want to be cocky in front of everybody. Oh, you're being cocky. I don't like you. But I can be cocky in here because nobody's in here. Yeah, Troy, it's time to start war on your show. I'm going to do a division on your channel. Thank you for the 2 likes. This is Creature from the Black Lagoon. I already mentioned this. That's really cool. Oh my gosh, first time, black and white. The Creature of Black Lagoon is swimming in the water. Looks really good. You don't see no scuba gear, like it's all fake, whatever. I like this classic, man. I mean, I would like to fall asleep to this, not in a bad way. I mean, I'll see it all. I mean, it's cool. There's a movie trivia in the back. I never tried that. Um, I'm still looking for the scene. I think I have the movie. It's just that I seen part 1. Never had time to see the part 2 one. There in the Amazon, there's like a stork on the river. This is Amazon where they're gonna have. Excuse me. Excuse me. They're gonna have the, what do you call those small fish that start biting stuff? The piranhas. There you go. They're in that kind of river, dangerous. There's a river boat, and then you see his hand, one of those hands. He's underwater, and he grabbed. You just see the hand go up, and there's like a branch, and one of these like pelicans or whatever you call them, storks are on there. Gets the stork by the legs, takes him under the water, and he's gonna, of course, what? He's gonna eat it. It's freaking cool. Oh my gosh, who gave me a third like? There's only two of us, or three of us maybe. Two in the chat and that I see, and I don't know who's watching. Thank you for the like, ladies and gentlemen. So I need to see a second one. There's possibly a third one. Let me see. Let me open this up. No, but I think I have another one that has a 3-pack, and this one's probably a single. Look, this one's a single. But I have another one that came to a 3-pack, and they sell that one on Halloween. What else do I want to talk about? I'm looking at my movies over here. Man, I don't want to talk about that. It's too much. What do I feel like talking about? Oh, I haven't talked about this for a while. Sorry, I hit the screen. Troy, do you remember this? This is a Simpson Treehouse of Horror. Okay. Wow, it's gonna have 4 episodes. Treehouse 5. I can't read those to tell you the truth. I'm bad with Roman numerals. I don't remember. Maybe it's 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I'm being honest. There's Mr. Burns as a vampire. He's copying the vampire. I think it's like the Dracula that came out in probably the 90s. No, I was in a school when it came out, so that'd be in the 90s. It's kind of scary because I am scared of animation of anything. I'm scared of scary animation. They have Marge as the Bride of Frankenstein. They have Homer as Frankenstein. There is an episode where the aliens. Remember the aliens from The Simpsons, the big ones, the ones that they're big and they have the bottle over them. I mean, there's an episode where they come to Earth and these guys they don't want to trust them. And then the aliens say, you know what, you don't want to trust us? Well, we're gonna punish you. We were gonna take you to an alien planet. It was gonna be like heaven where human emotions are good emotions were gonna be 100,000 times bigger, longer, or whatever, stronger. But since you don't trust us, we're not gonna take you to that fantasy world. So they go, we're gonna let you in your demise and stay on Earth. That was interesting. And to tell you the truth, man, I probably have to see this because I don't remember most of it. I do just remember that part. How cute. Maggie's in the bottom right here. She's in the pocket. Pop, lock it, drop it. Pop, lock it, drop it. I mean, I like it, man. I mean, let me see if the cassette's in here. There it is. It's in there. I mean, I could possibly watch it. It's not that long. Let me see how long it is. $92 minutes, an hour and a half? That ain't bad. That's not that bad. The one I want is Charlie Brown. I want to get that for my mom. She's elderly. Something is it's weird because sometimes she says she likes it, she wants to see it, and then she doesn't want to like it. I need to show it to her, and then she'll see if she like. I can tell she likes it or not. Check this out. I haven't brought any novelty stuff out. Here's a Walking Dead. This is all dusty. This is the governor. He's one of my favorite characters. If it wasn't for Negan, this guy would probably be my best villain from The Walking Dead. But of course, Negan. This guy is good, but like Negan is like I can't even compare Negan to this guy because I love Negan. Negan might be like my best villain of all time. He's definitely my best villain of from all the villains that don't have superpowers. He has a disguise. I don't know why he has a disguise. He has a gun. It's really cool because in The Walking Dead, the best part ever, the good guys with Rick, they're living in a prison, and they're like, well, the prison has fences, is good to defend from the Walking Dead. I mean, from the zombies, so we're pretty good, right? Well, the governor wants to he convinces his people to go try to take that prison away from them, and that's like one of my best scenes. And they even have a tank, so it's really cool. Is the governor? I have a couple of them. I maybe have three at the most. I don't know if I have Michonne. I don't like Rick. I want to debate about to somebody that likes Rick. I don't like Rick for some reason. To me, he looks like a sissy. I don't know. It's kind of sus when Rick fights Negan like the final battle of the season. Cause oh my gosh, Rick may be average size at 5'10", 5'11", and then Negan's like 6'6". Who has a power advantage? Negan. But Rick manages to trick Negan, and he finds a way to get a broken glass, and he cuts Negan's throat, and he allows Negan to survive. It's very controversial why he didn't kill him. He said there's enough killing, I guess, but you know why they did it? They did it because Negan's a really good character, and people want to see Negan, even if he's a good guy. He has won the hearts of the people, at even being a badass villain, a super villain. I mean, it's not about his power; it's about how evil his heart looks, and he'll do anything evil, until he turns good, until he sees the error of his ways. Let's see what else I could bring up. This is Martin. Martin Lawrence is he does not come out here. He has his other guest of. Oh my gosh, I got this for $1 and it's really good. It's not Martin Lawrence, but he has like inspiring comedians come out in his show. He set it up. They're really funny. They're really short. You see, I have these discs out. I'm trying to take care of them. Okay, I'm gonna end the show, but I'm gonna end up make a little bit long of an intro, maybe, or ending the show. Uh, there might be things I may not get tired of saying until I see improvement in these areas. I want people to be. I want to see more people praise Supergirl in the Flash movie. If I see that, then I'll shut my mouth and stop talking about it. She's beautiful. Troy, have you seen the Supergirl in the Flash movie? I know I brought it a million times out. Have you seen her? She's beautiful. She has a presence. And I think why I like her so much is she really shocked me. I thought that movie was going to be so sucky, but it came out so good because well, only that part. Supergirl came out in 20 minutes. I will buy that freaking movie. I will fast forward all the Flash parts that are stupid and just see Supergirl. And then when they take her out or she died or whatever, I don't remember. And then Flash comes out again, being sucky again. They need that Supergirl. They need to keep her like that and come up with a good movie with her. She needs to have her own movie. She will blow the Flash out of the water. She better, because the Flash simply stinks. Yeah, Troy, I recommend you check out the Supergirl, the way she looks on the new Flash movie. See if you can find it somewhere. Please, bruh. Please. And I need to know how to say this guy's name correctly. I think it's Michael Strahan, the bald guy that comes out in Transporter and all his other, and Crank. For him to play Lex Luthor, and I don't care what capacity. It'd be nice for a Doom movie. Have Michael Strahan. That you guys are probably gonna get me freaking confused with Michael Strahan, the football player. I need to learn how to say his name correctly. Once I get it, I will say it correctly. But he's the transporter guy, the crank guy, the ball martial arts guy, the main one. He needs to play Lex Luthor. Doom. I am supporting it. I hope Troy will support me in my movement for that. I'm gonna come out saying it. I don't care if people get tired of saying it. So he gets that role in that movie. And I hope he's on board and want to do it. He make a great Lex Luthor. All right, all right. I'm gonna end the show. Troy, I'll join you. I'll hang out with you for a little bit, and we'll talk. But this is a great show, man. Gaspel Good was here. There's a good possibility people are gonna be watching this after, like not anytime, not like this month, but maybe in 6 months, and they'll realize that, hey, man, this is pretty funny stuff. I had a good time. Me and Gaspel Good, me and Troy. We hope we get our friend Shrimp in here. Hopefully he calms down and hangs with. So I'm gonna end it with the world will never be a perfect place, but we can all make it better. Till next time. Thank you for Troy. Thank you for Cansville Good. Thank you for you guys watching. I love all of you. Thank you for supporting the show. And my name is Alberto, aka Destroyer 48, aka subscribe for nuts. Ha ha ha. I have an almond tree with nuts in the back. Till next time. Later. Love you. Bye.